Welcome everyone to my July prediction for STX cryptocurrency for 2024, enjoying our rational perspective. 42% for the last 7 days. That's a huge movement out here. This cryptocurrency out here has a lot to speak, guys. So you want to watch this video till the end. And before we get into the topic, for those of you that care about trades, I do have my BTC and Ethereum lot trade running around 220,000-230,000 profit on them, smoothly enjoying and dealing with good numbers. If you want to be part of my trading journey, you can definitely do so without any prior fees, just a commission from the pure profits made. Totally done for you. Commission is paid by you every 7 days from the pure profits. We talk about it at the end of the video, including for those of you that are serious about the crypto space and the trading field. You need education. This is the one-on-one coaching program with me. I'll talk about it at the end, right? So it's no time right now to daily candles for stacks. This is where we are, folks. I mean, we did retrace in a so powerful manner that it represented 67%. This is not really part of any altcoin season. When you get a 67, 70, 75% retracements like we have been receiving, this is definitely not part of a so-called altcoin season, which seems like it has been missed. So if you got a so strong movement before this retracement, which was not part of an altcoin season, then the question comes in, what is going to be the movement of a real altcoin season and how powerful is going to be that? Well, obviously for stacks you cannot expect anything then double digits and from there quite high, of course. Currently you're trading below a very important level, 200 days moving average. You also did the golden cross in a negative effect between the 200 days moving average and 50 days moving average. 50 days is the orange line, 200 days is the blue line. You did your cross here, and that's not a good sign. So you have to reclaim that. Currently, we've been able to participate on continuous divergences. Of course, stacks is heavily influenced when the market is dumping by BTC. And that's a very simple rule for a majority of the alts, no surprise here. Yeah, we did had our trending line that you see right here dumping us. We did had respected very well, and we must deal with that one at the moment, including the 200 days moving average. So this is not really a favorable situation right now for the altcoins. They are in a phase where they got to deal with selling pressure that it's strong. So any pullback from here, especially if our level holds or a little bit higher, you get to see the movement into the 1.6 back where we got the previous weeks. Any movement like this will generate sufficient buying pressure to force that breakout of the trending environment line. That is absolutely mandatory. With the top back into the $2.5 area, as soon as you get to that level, you have a huge possibility to convert a key level. The key level is the $2 mark, where it's your fixed range volume profile line as well. Right, so how does that look like? You want to essentially break out of this and push into the supply of 2.5. Why is it necessary to get so high? It's because you grab the liquidity and have room to retrace, right? So you have a buffer zone. Getting back into the $2 is going to already mean from a 2.5 level a retracement of 20%, which is great for market liquidity. All these altcoins do need the movements to be considered next to their liquidity, tasks, purposes, and I would say obligations. So back to your $2, your 200 days level is going to be there. Right, so 200 days moving average will be right there. Your 50 days moving average will force to cross already at that time. You get that combination effect from $2. If you react and bounce, you're gonna go into your $3.8 structured top straight away, from where you can retrace back to your golden pocket in between the two horizontal black lines situated on $3. You can actually retrace back even deeper on 2.5. It doesn't matter anymore. As long as you don't lose 2.5 at that time, which obviously might not be in July, might be in later times, you are good to go to break out of your 3.8 structure and just go higher. Start that so-called altcoin season. Nothing before that you could expect as a bullish, strong momentum manner, right? So first, $2 has to be converted, $3 has to be converted, and then you can talk about the strong movements. However, if you want to be part of those strong movements earlier, then Any level below that is actually the place to get into, to jump into, right? Now it's a bit extended, of course, but it's a cryptocurrency which, even at this level, right, it was extended and it still went much higher. So not the extension is my problem. Like we went 80% after still being extended on 6-7 candlesticks that were green on the daily. That makes no sense. The problem here is a little bit different, that you're actually touching a level that's significant of resistance from an environment trending line and from a 200 days moving average. So that is reality. We're looking for seeing the outcome of the challenge of the fight between these two levels, and I'm aiming for the 2.5. I'm looking for the 2.5, and then I'd like to see my $2 converted, right? So that is the level. If I see, a retracement below breaking out of the current line, I'm going to heavily reconsolidate my position of stacks that I'm having and enjoying with this one, especially on level of 1.5, 1.55. You can already start DCAing into stacks at that level as soon as, of course, we might wick into the 1.4 as well and push with a breakout afterwards straight into the 2.5. That's going to be a hell of a move, folks. Take a look at that. You'd expect something around 60-65%, which is beautiful, with a bit of a retracement back to the $2 mark and an explosion further. You're going to ride this movement quite strongly to the $3, representing 100%. So there is a lot to be made on stacks, especially for long term. This cryptocurrency is going to be traded in the double digits area. It is no surprise that this is what we're going to get, which means that from here, 500, 600x should be the minimal on an altcoin season. I don't think that's even a big deal. I think that's actually very, very comfortable. Enjoy, folks. Once again, for those of you that care about being part of my trades, you can definitely do so without any prior fees. We do spot trading, we do also futures, derivatives with leverage, day trades, swing trades, long shorts, everything that is part of my journey, including the education. This is the most important thing. I'm going to spend here a minute to talk about it. First of all, the importance of education, and then how does the coaching works. Now, for those of you that have been going through a trading experience, I strongly consider and believe that you got a feeling of how hard this market is. It's hard because it requires a certain level of mindset and psychological skills at first level. Then it requires a technical level, a financial level of knowledge. It actually has multiple pieces that are not really common, that are not something that people usually know in a general way, like, every other guy knows it out of the blue or simply by living, its life. You get all these things as, granted. No, you don't get the skills of trading as granted from somewhere. No, this is a thing that is comprehensive, difficult, and has to be learned. So if you are on the same page with me, then you could consider an education. This is directly one-on-one with me, live, where I'll take you by hand and teach you how to trade on Zoom conversations between 4 to 6 weeks in a structurized way, the way it works for me, the way I've been trading since 2014. This is something that I'm pretty much portraying forward. Enjoy finding more about it by watching the video, and you can qualify for a free conversation with me by doing the register now. That's it, guys. Have a good time.